The other thing I wanted to show you, it's something that might be quite basic, but it was like a really big mistake I made at first, and I really would like you to avoid it because it takes a lot of time. So pretty much look at this. Dun, 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 dun. Do you see, right? Of course. I mean, it's quite logical, but still, yeah, there is a big difference between this and this, right? So basically, just pay attention because at first I didn't realize, and I did something like that, and then I realized how bad it looked. And thanks to the render cake, I could easily go back all the steps. Yeah, so basically the defocus should be enough so you cannot really distinguish the girl's features, right? But it cannot be so much so it doesn't look like a person anymore. I mean, it depends on what you're looking for, but if you want a subtle change, then yeah, even here you can tell it's annoying. So before starting to do all the movements in your mask, I would just check how good it looks, or maybe even after, but before you render it, so you make sure it's something you actually like. Here, I would say, there. And there is one more thing. In here, it's good because you see the background is white. So because the background is white, you cannot really see, you cannot really tell when your mask starts. For example, if I have a background like this, which is red, and especially more than the color, it has to do, if for example in here, I mean, it's extremely subtle, I know, but the background has different colors, so of course it's gonna be a bit more obvious that you are actually using a mask. And I don't know, for me, I just find it very annoying. I wouldn't like people to be staring at the mask instead of staring or looking, better said, to the video itself. So that's why I'm doing this. And I wanted to show you something else, which is, for example, I'm going to do a new one here. One more thing is, you see in here, I already started with my mask, but you cannot see it in here, right? So I really don't know why, but there is a bit of a delay. I wait. Now I should move this one here. You see, there is no mask, and there is a mask now. So sometimes I sort of plan ahead and I start with the mask before I need it, just in case. And especially at the beginning of the video, sometimes it does take time. So I don't know why. Maybe there is a reason or a way to fix it, and I just don't know. But basically, do you see that in here, because we have two colors, you can tell there is something odd going on, like a different dimension or something, and it's gonna stand out. I just don't want this to be what people are looking at. So what I was saying was that sometimes it might be better to make a mask that's only going to fit the person's face and nothing else, if you want something to look the best possible. Of course, the smaller the mask, the bigger the pain, because then you have to do a lot of keyframes to keep tracking your face. So it really depends on what what your priorities are. And I wanted to show you something else in here. I wanted to show you that sometimes it's actually better to use squares rather than the oval, like, and sometimes you can also do your own shape. Let me find my shape somewhere here. Here we go. So you see, I did a shape myself. This is not an oval anymore, right? So basically you can modify the ovals, and this works pretty much like in Photoshop with these things. I cannot make it work now and I don't know why. I find this extremely tricky. To be honest, I never quite got how this works, not even in Photoshop, because sometimes like it comes a time where it goes insane and you don't know what to do. So anyway, I mean, I don't like it. I would avoid it if I could. Actually, I did it in here. Like I had to do a new one because I didn't know how to handle this. But anyway, if you know more about this than me, you can see that this could be a quite a cool option, I think. And actually, also sometimes, let's wait for the computer to work. Sometimes you actually don't really need, sometimes you don't really need any mask. So in here, I just increased the brightness, and that was all. It's just the brightness. There is no masking here. So as you see, you have lots of ways, and yeah, basically what I did was like a 16 minutes video, and most of the time I had somebody or pretty much more than one person to make a mask to. So it was a big pain, and of course this is the thing, once you do such huge work, so much effort, then I think this is why you become quite obsessive, because after all this effort, you just want a great result, or at least me. And so anyway, I just wanted to tell you that you can do it, even with the Vegas 14. You don't need an auto tracking, you just need a lot of time and patience, but you can do it. And just be careful. Remember to do backups of your work, and I do support the render cake. I'm a huge render cake supporter. Just it's really good to have the history there in case you need it. You never know. So if you're watching this video and you came up with a new way, please let me know, because this is quite a tough solution, and it would be great to know if there is something easier to do. So have a great editing time, best of luck, and thank you for watching the video.